guys, my name is Robbie, and today we'll be doing a review on the Samsung Galaxy Centura. As you can see, the phone is absolutely small by just looking at it. You can see that the phone is pretty small. It's a 3.5-inch screen, and also it ain't the best resolution shown on the screen. You pretty much see the pixels already just by being this close. So it's definitely not an HD screen or Retina display like you find on iPhones or higher end Galaxies, for example, like the S7 and S7 Edge. As you can see, it's running now it's running Ice Cream Sandwich, which is a very old version of Android, but you can use launchers to help customize your display, but they really just make the phone slower, and some of them are just not as nice looking on this phone, and especially the stick with its default launcher. Anyway, this phone is actually okay for a budget device. It's running Android, but it's made by TracFone, and that's really something. You don't really find track phones that run Android, so that's really something new that you probably never heard of, and I wouldn't blame you, because that's really unusual for a TracFone. But it's definitely not the best specs, definitely not. Sometimes this thing can just lag up just looking back and forth, and it's definitely not to play games. For example, let's play a game called Stack. It's taking a while to load. This is a lower, this ain't a very demanding game, at least from what I hear. So the phone might be able to perform it, but we don't know. You just have to find out and see. It appears really? Okay, so already apparently Google Play Games in order to play this game. I'm surprised that ain't already pre-installed. And if that ain't pre-installed, that could mean something. That could mean that it ain't compatible with this device and I can't play this game. That's one of the downsides. Okay, so it appears to be available. Why it isn't installed, I really don't know. But anyway, after opening up the game and using store, let's see how much RAM's available. Only 115 megabytes of RAM is available. So yeah, this thing eats up RAM pretty quickly, and that's why I have to use this boost right here in order to clear some space up to play some games or run apps. Anyway, let's go into the settings and find out more about its specs. If you can find the settings app, open it up, go to About Phone. I want to hide some of this information. You'll have to hold up a second. As you see, Ice Cream Sandwich. Wow, this looks horrible. It doesn't change color. But 4.0 and running. And that's anyway. So it's running a pretty old version of Android. But anyway, let's go to accessibility. I'm hiding some of this stuff about the phone, so that way you guys don't see anything you shouldn't see. You can't really find anything about the phone itself, but it's not a really fast phone. One of the good things about this phone, and I find it really cool, is the fact that you can remove the battery on this phone. So, flipping the phone over, putting down the camera for a second. And here's the removable battery. I'm not going to put that out because I'll need to use the phone in a second. But here it is. Here's a speaker, which is actually pretty decent. Here's the camera and the battery. There's also a micro SIM card slot right there. case you want to add some external storage, which I would recommend because this phone only comes with actually it comes with only 4 gigs to be exact for storage, which is not really good for 2016. But anyway, enough about the phone specs and stuff. Let's look at the design of the phone. First of all, the design is not that bad. I like chrome finish they put on the sides of the phone, but it does look like a phone from 2012. It has a lot of curves at the top and bottom, which I say is kind of old-fashioned, as we like things straight nowadays. It doesn't have a front-facing camera at all. This track one symbol makes it unappealing. Then we go down here, we have the Samsung logo, and some buttons right here. This is how you control the phone. They're not into the phone, which is really annoying. Flip over on this side phone, you got the power button, back side the phone, camera, speaker, Samsung symbol, volume rocker on this side, and at the bottom, you got the charging port, USB charging port, and the top 3.5mm headphone jack. So the design of the phone is not very nice. It does feel nice in the hand, I admit, but it's way too much of a small phone, and I prefer something bigger, and that's why I want to get a different phone than this. But for a starter phone, this would be a good phone, and if this is the phone, and this is all you can afford, then this would be the best. This is not the best phone out there, mainly because I've seen other phones that cost just a little bit more than this and do a much better job at performing tasks, and not to mention bigger and better designed. Yeah, but I do like the fact that compared to my tablet that I did a while ago, this is made by Samsung, which is more of a larger company in the RCA, and they at least put a lot of fair quality into the products. For example, this is plastic, but it's definitely a better quality than the other tablet. It feels a lot more like glass. It's shaped well on glass, there's no bends or anything like that. The speaker quality is actually better than my tablet, which I find surprising. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's less of a review and more of like impressions, whether or not you should buy this phone. If I were to rate this phone, I would give it a 5, literally, 5 out of 10. This phone does a good job at build quality and trying to give as much to their customers when it comes to like communicating, like talk and text. But when it comes to data, web browsing, and playing games and stuff like that, this phone is definitely not made for that. It is basically a straightforward phone. It's a smartphone that acts like a flip phone. It's basically meant for talking text. It's just the screen size is unbearable, and the thickness is pretty bad. Camera is okay, I have to admit, but it's not the best camera. Speaker's also pretty good. Gets pretty loud, but not the best quality. Headphone jack as well. The headphone jack, you can't get any better than that. And you got the standard micro USB charging port. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments whether you would buy this phone. It's probably not a phone worth buying. Probably you would buy. But if this is your first phone, if it was just like a first phone, probably back in 2012 when these phones were still common, let me know what would you think. Would you buy this if you had no other choice, or would you pay more money for more expensive phones? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.